one medical professional here, or Meredith and I, are the only two without a medical degree.
We don't think that.
I should tell you, I'm a sociologist with a health bent who, as I've progressed through my career, have become a health service and health program evaluator, which probably sounds like double Dutch at the moment. My claim to fame with the Melbourne Medical School, and none of you will know this, is that a long time ago I used to mark all of the first year sociology essays of first year Melbourne medical students when David Dunt taught sociology to med students, and David never liked marking, and I was a sociologist, and so I marked a lot of medical student essays. And I'm just worrying. I just realised that I'm on that computer there. And I always used to love the essays where the students had a sense of medicine in society, medicine in the world, medicine in the health system. And in a sense, that's what we're hoping to achieve with the intercalated MPH MD. We really want the medical students who do it to end up being medical professionals who are grounded in society and the world in the way they view health, and have an understanding of the health of populations, the patterns of health and illness, how you can get to the causal base of problems in populations. You can work at policy levels, you can work at service provider levels, you can work at the level of understanding consumers and changing consumer behaviour. But it's very much about putting medicine in the context of the world around you. Our school is led by a medical professional with an MPH. Professor Terry Nolan is a paediatrician, but he's also an epidemiologist and an immunologist who advises the World Health Organisation on vaccines and immunisation. We've got lots of terrific people in our school who are medically trained, but who are also qualitative and quantitative researchers. So thank you for your interest, and I hope that we might see some of you over in the School of Population and Global Health in the near future. And we're happy to take any questions, of course. Thank you.
Thanks, Rosemary. Now, Tim and Rob, I'm not sure who's Tim first. Okay. What I've asked Tim and Rob to do is to kind of explain why do this, why think about this. As people who've crossed interfaces, clinical and public health, and within those various interfaces, why do this? We have some idea about that because that's why you're here, but I thought it might be useful for these two to give you their take on why this might be a good idea.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what institute and these days own. They also graduate with a fantastic tool for promoting health with a different perspective. The two together create a real synergy. It's an incredible combination, and the integrated MD-MPH is really a unique opportunity to graduate with both, with a little bit of double dipping along the way that helps you out, but it's quite appropriate. I shouldn't say that, should I?
Academic board approved.
Academic board approved double dipping, and to actually do the solid MPH within the space of an extra year. It's a phenomenal opportunity. I just might talk about myself for a minute or two, just to tell you my journey and how that might relate to you. I graduated medicine in 1986, and I did my MPH I graduated in 2001, so there was quite a gap between doing the two. And in the meantime, amongst other things, I worked in refugee camps for about 8 years. And while I was working, and it was predominantly clinical, although it wasn't just this sort of thing, that you get involved in many things. Well, for me, for part of that time, I was managing the project that Médecins Sans Frontières was running there, so I was doing project management. And within the camps itself, while working clinically, I got involved with other agencies, so multidisciplinary responses to things like immunisation campaigns, HIV prevention, tobacco control, breastfeeding promotion, family planning, mental health, nutrition, all these things that we you just do it because you're there, and you think of public health. And I got involved in all those things because I was the doctor there. And that was wonderful. And what I didn't realise was I was getting this grounding and training and motivation to do stuff in, I won't say it's just public health, I think it's more broad than that, in population health or global health, which sort of captures public health and the medical and a whole lot more. And then I got to the point where for the jobs I wanted to do, I needed to have the qualification, and the qualification was an MPH. When I set out, just to go overseas and do something was thought to be enough. And now we don't think like that, quite rightly. You're expected to have solid qualifications, sometimes experience in hand, if you've got aspirations to do something, whether it's locally or overseas, and public health, population health, global health, or even with the predominantly clinical-based piece of work. And so what was I could have used when I was working would have done. It's a wonderful opportunity, and you will not regret it if you do it. I promise you that. It will. You did do it.
Oh. Who would say hi to?
Everyone else.